I have 4 minutes to make it to the gym, or else they're gonna make me do burpees in front of everyone. Help me. Hey guys, it's me, Alana Dawn. So today is the day that I am going to be talking about my fitness journey. I know that for the last 6 or 7 weeks you guys have been following me on my Snapchat, and I've been posting some recipes and some stuff throughout my journey. And so many people have asked me the same question. So many people have asked me, you know, what's my diet plan? What did I do every day? Why did I start doing it? So I decided to create this YouTube video so I can answer all of your questions. I will pull them up right now, but first let me go back and explain why I started my journey. Pretty much growing up, I've always been really athletic. I was a gymnast growing up, and I'm gonna keep doing this, okay guys? I always talk with my hands. I'm sorry if it annoys you guys, but I am that person who talks with their hands. If you know my dad, my mom, my brother, my sister, we pretty much grew up in a household where everything was healthy and you had to go to the gym. And it was just like a lifestyle. It was a thing that my mom and dad started, I think, when we were probably, I would say 7, 8 years old. They continued to go to the gym. My dad is now, he hates me saying his age, so I will respect him and I will not say his age, but he has not missed a day at the gym in I think 35 years. He constantly goes maybe 3 to 5 days a week. I think 5 days a week. Sometimes I'll be like, hey, can you come over this weekend? And he's like, oh, you know what? I have to go to the gym in the morning. Like, really, you can't take a day off? Take a day off and just come and visit me, okay? But he does take the day off, and actually he doesn't take the day off. He'll wake up earlier and go at like 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, and then come and visit me after just to get his workout in. So that is what I'm talking about. Straight lifestyle right there. That is straight commitment. So in a 6-month period, I only went to the gym 1 time. And I guess I'm telling you guys this because I know that a lot of you can relate to my story and, you know, all the excuses that I made up and everything that I'm gonna start on Monday, and Monday's never gonna come. You have to make the commitment today. I think that if you have a big enough reasoning, a big enough why of why you want to reach this goal, nothing should break your determination to get there. My journey, my past journey, let's just get into that. My mom is a 2-time breast cancer survivor, and she's also a thyroid cancer survivor. So, you know, things like this run in my family, and what I told myself was I have to be healthy. I mean, I have kids. I want to live for my kids. So that being said, with her having breast cancer, my mom was really young when it happened, so that's why they get really concerned and they're on top of me and they make sure that I go in for my exams. So just this year, I went for the first time 2 years ago. And then this year I went again and I did an MRI. Me being me, I'm always positive, but I ended up getting a call back. And just getting a call back is scary. So when they say, hey, we need to talk to you about your results, you need to come in, that in itself is really, really scary. So I went in and they said that they found some dense tissue or something like that. But thankfully that they are really safe and they do recheck and they double check their work, because sometimes people just let it go and then it ends up being cancer. My case, thankfully, it was not cancer, but I did have to go in for a sonogram and having to wait around for the doctor, and I had to also do a biopsy. Those 2 things just really, really scared me. And it's not a process that happens overnight. It's like a whole week process. So you're sitting here just kind of terrified. You're scared, you're nervous, you have no idea what's going on. You start looking at your kids like, oh my gosh, what if I have something going on with me? And then you start looking at your kids like you're going to die, okay? If any of you have ever had to go and get a biopsy for anything, maybe you can relate to me, maybe I'm just being like over dramatic, but it is a scary situation. So getting out of that and knowing that there was absolutely nothing wrong with me When I got out of there, I told myself that I really need to make a change in my life. I was tired of being tired. I was tired of not having enough energy to get through my day with my kids and not being 100% present with their time. In that moment, I knew that I needed to make a change. A couple weeks later, my mother-in-law came to me and said, hey, do you want to do this challenge with me? It's at this gym. It's a 5% body fat challenge where you have to lose 5% body fat in 6 weeks. And that was my in. I felt like God was telling me, like, this is your way of redoing your health cycle. And again, I've always been really healthy with what I kind of intake, what I give my kids, but I was missing that piece. I ended up signing up for the gym literally overnight. I went there the next day, signed up, started Monday, and it was just like I had no time to even think about what I was doing. When I'm all in, I'm 100% in. I won't cheat. I will give it my all. I will win in this. So that was the mentality that I had going into this challenge. You have to have something that's gonna keep you accountable, because a lot of people are asking me, how am I gonna stay accountable to go to the gym? How do you get motivated? How do you do this? Well, I'm gonna tell you something. I went to this gym and you have to put $500 up, okay? So that's a lot of money. And now if you reach your goal, you're going to get your money back. So guess what? You're gonna wake up and go to the gym and do anything that you can to get your money back, because that's a lot of money to lose. So that being said, let's get into some of the other questions that people have. Okay, diet. Let's talk about diet. My diet. So my diet consisted of really clean stuff. Chicken, fish, meat, veggies, not a lot of sodium, no caffeine. Actually, I'm lying. There is caffeine. They say that caffeine helps burn calories throughout the day, so I did do teas. They suggest supplements. I don't like taking supplements, especially when they have like all these like fake things in them that are not real. What's the point of going to the gym and then intaking stuff into your body that is not going to actually make you healthy, right? Or it's not actually healthy to put into your body. So I stayed away from supplements, but I did do like green tea. I did do a green tea pill, supposedly fat burning. I got it from Sprouts. I don't think it really helped because it didn't even boost my energy, but you know, mentally maybe it did help, I don't know. And that was pretty much the only supplement that I did take. I did protein powders, but every protein powder was organic, chia seed, flaxseed, like literally like super healthy, and I will show you the ones that I did get. I was very careful that I didn't get anything that had the fake sugars in it, and you know, a lot of carbs, a lot of all that bad stuff. So I was very careful in this process. Exercise, let's talk about exercise. I did my boot camp. You're supposed to be working out twice a day. And guys, this is my fitness challenge for the last 6 weeks, okay? And this was for me to lose 5% body fat in 6 weeks. So it was a challenge. It was, you know, like a competition type of thing. But am I going to be living like that, where I'm so limited with my sweets, my food, my everything? No, I am not. I, after that challenge, have been eating small portions of food. I still eat super healthy, but I don't say that I can't have anything, because that's when you start craving all the crazy sweets and stuff. When you get to the point where you feel so healthy, you don't want to put that stuff into your body anyway. Now, do I get sweet tooth cravings? Yes, I'll take a bite of certain things that my kids have or my friends have around, but I will not intake an entire cake or cupcake or anything like that anymore. Right now I feel so good by putting healthy, nutritious food into my body that I have a really hard time eating that stuff now. If I did work out 2 times a day, I would do like a run, like a cardio, because I felt like that burned off a little bit more fat. Maybe I'm wrong, I don't know, but I did have to get that cardio in, and then I did the HIIT workout with the boot camp. Okay, here's some tips. Let's talk about some tips that I can give you guys that help me get through the 6 weeks. Keep yourself accountable by Googling how long you have to work out in order to work off those calories that you just ate, you know?
You guys happy with your ice cream? Yeah.
about you? That's
So,
that's 3 workouts right there. How do you feel about that? It really, really, really keeps you accountable. I promise, guys, it really does. Because you're not going to want to get to work out a lot longer and that harder just so you can have that bite of food. So I am linking YouTube links of HIIT workouts because some of you are saying that you can't go to the gym and you can't afford it. That's fine. There are ways to find other workouts that you can work out at home. Let's talk about accountability. Other ways to keep you accountable. Tell everybody around you that you are committed and what your goals are and where you need to be in 6 weeks, because I guarantee that if you tell them, they will all help you get to your goal. Well, at least if they're good friends and good family members, they would help you get to your goal. They won't be throwing food into your face. I guarantee there's gonna be always dinner parties that you go to, just lunches that you are gonna be with your friends where you wish that you can be having what they have. But I guarantee after you set the meal and after you walk away from the table, you're gonna be like, oh wow, that wasn't that hard. But they will keep you accountable. I had a lot of people telling me like, no, you don't need that. Seriously, it's not even that good. It's not worth it. Funny story, let's talk about this morning. This morning, people are talking about, you know, how they have a really, really hard time waking up in the morning and how do you get yourself to the gym. So normally I go at 5 o'clock in the morning now. I love going in the morning rather than the afternoon. It just gets my day started. I set my alarm for 4:45, hit the snooze button again, hit it again. And it was, by the time I actually was like, okay, I'm gonna open up my eyes, it was 5:02 or something. So I just was like, you know what, I'm just gonna skip the workout, I'm gonna fall asleep, and I'll go later this afternoon. Well, I woke up around 5:30 and told myself like, seriously, get up, because there's a workout at 6 o'clock. So I told myself to get up, throw some water in my face. This was the hardest morning I think that I had getting up in the morning. I don't know why, but it was really, really hard. I went to the bathroom, threw some water on my face, threw some gym clothes on, and I ran out the door. Once you're out that door, you have to get in your car and go to the gym. And once you're there, you're not gonna regret working out, I promise. I dare you to wake up in the morning, try to go to the gym, and tell me that you hated the fact that you went to the gym in the morning. Tell me, I dare you to tell me that it was the worst decision of your life. So now I am gonna be going through these questions. Somebody asked me, what do you do for sugar cravings? Okay, so for sugar cravings, in this challenge, it's a lot more strict than obviously if you were on a diet on your own. This is the way that I thought. If I can sacrifice 6 weeks of my life of like sugar and desserts, and I love desserts, okay, and I love good food. If I can sacrifice 6 weeks, it's gonna better my life for a lifetime. It's gonna get me into routine, into going to the gym, and it's gonna put me into the place that I am in today. And I would have never gotten here without that. So 6 weeks, you just have to tell yourself it's a 6-week commitment and sacrifice for yourself in order to live a better life forever. What I did was, actually protein shakes are really, really, really good these days. You have to be careful. I don't know, some people could care about these things, some people don't. The fake sugars, okay? So you gotta be careful with the fake sugars. Those aren't good for you. Like I said, I read into everything that I put into my body. So I would say that my sugar cravings, there are certain protein powders that I would literally just throw a banana in and it would taste like a banana smoothie, chocolate smoothie for me. Allow yourself to have sweet foods. Again, there was one time, and it was on 4th of July, that I ate some fruit with some Cool Whip. That was so good to me. What are some key essentials that you have with you in a 24/7 period? I keep almonds with me. Again, almonds have a lot of fat, so you don't want to put too much almonds, but I keep almond protein powder, and I did the seaweed packets. Actually, the teriyaki seaweed packets, it's like 10 calories for a packet. Satisfied my craving of salty and sweet stuff. This next person, Vicky Vix, asked me, how do you get yourself up so early? How do I get myself up so early? Well, gosh, it was the hardest thing to get up so early. I hated waking up early, but once you do it and once you continue to do it, actually is not that big of a deal. I don't even need an alarm to wake up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning anymore. You just make up all these excuses, especially when you're tired. Now, one thing that I did tell myself all the time was, I will never regret going to the gym and starting my day that way, but I will regret not waking up. Okay, so this person, she asked me a couple questions. I answered the junk food question. She also asked, I find when you work out, the weight on scales increase due to the muscle weight. It's so annoying. Shall we go buy clothes? Yes, so this is why it's so important to go by your fat loss. And the scale is not important. Like the whole time that I was weighing myself, I did lose 8 pounds, but honestly to me, in the first 4 weeks, I didn't lose anything. I lost I think like 2 pounds, and I worked out really, really hard in the beginning. So the muscle weighs more than fat, like I said, so the scale, the number on the scale is not gonna matter. What's gonna matter is you should measure your inches if that's the way that you want to determine to showing progress. I would make sure to take pictures week by week so you can put them side by side each other, and then you will see the progress that way. That will keep yourself motivated. That's exactly what I did. Your clothes, there's a pair of shorts that I keep in my closet, and it's a pair of shorts that I've wanted to, that was like my goal weight, to fit back into these shorts. Okay, so another question, what was your starting weight versus now? I was 131 when I started this challenge. After having my daughter Azella, I was 115. So I did gain, and this was after my daughter was born, okay? So 115 was my goal weight, but again, like I said, muscle weighs more than fat. I would rather be toned than look at the scale and figure out what my goal weight is gonna be. So I did lose 8 pounds because I got down to 123. But again, that doesn't matter. Did I work out at the gym or outdoors? Like in the very beginning, I couldn't even get through 10 minutes without like literally feeling like I was gonna die. And after 2 weeks of it, I kind of felt like I needed more. So towards the end of this challenge, what I did was I ended up going to the gym first and running and working out and doing my cardio, and then I would go do 45 minutes of a HIIT workout with this boot camp. Now, I didn't really work out outdoors. Sometimes if I felt like I needed more and I had my kids at home, I would do sprints up and down the street. Okay, what helped you when you lacked motivation and what helped you go to the gym? Like I said, find some accountability that you're gonna work towards. So either reward yourself or you work towards pain, like losing $500. Okay, calorie intake. I didn't really count my calories. Maybe I should have, but I was eating super, super healthy, but I didn't count my calories. I just stayed with the meal plan. I stayed with my egg whites, my chicken, my ground turkey, my vegetables, and literally I was so strict. Did you drink any teas or supplements? By the way, your lip color is so nice. Thank you very much. I drink a lot of green teas. Okay, finding time. This person said, finding time. How do you find time? Working 8 to 5 every day, I feel like there's no time. So, like I said, now sometimes I would go to the gym at 10 o'clock at night. You don't have to do this all the time. 3 days a week. Try to find 3 days a week, even if it's your weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and one day you wake up super early in the morning and work out before work or after work. There's time. There's always time. It's all about how you're committed and where you want to go in life. It's really up to you, and it's your choice on how to find a way to push yourself. Last few questions that just came in. One of them said, was it difficult to reach a goal while still being a mom? I would say, yeah, there were days that were really difficult because I really wanted to get a workout in, but I did have my kids, especially because it's summer and they are home with me. But guess what? I took them with me. You guys, work hard and be proud of what you achieve, because whether it's 1 pound that you lost or 10 or 20 or 30, what we're all striving for in life is just to be better and to continue to improve in life. So just be proud of yourself. I hope I motivated you guys and inspired you guys in this video. All that matters is that even if I touch one person and help them with that, that would make me happy. If there are any other questions that I did not answer or that you guys have for me and I did not answer in this video, please feel free to leave a comment below and I will respond to your comments, okay? Anyways, I will see you guys soon. I will see you in the next video. If you guys have any beauty requests or any fitness requests or anything like that, I will answer them. Have a good day. Bye.